What's up, everybody? It is the Best Spot Kid Smooth back with another vlog, man. So today I went to the Xbox press conference and the Bethesda's conference. Both great shows, man. But today I really want to focus on Xbox because that's what I'm here for. That's the one of the events I was definitely looking forward to. And they went about an hour and 45 minutes long. Just give you a quick recap of what was shown. So yes, Microsoft, they revealed the Xbox One X, formerly known as Project Scorpio. It will be releasing November 7th at $499. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the name Xbox One X. If you guys see my previous videos, I was open to the name. I really like the name, the Xbox One X. I feel like it fits. The release date is probably the only thing I disagree with, being that's November 7th is comes out after Call of Duty, but before Battlefront, after Destiny, you're after Shadow of War. I mean, they got some exclusive games to launch alongside of it, but I thought it would be in their best interest to launch sometime in October. Now even with all the Bethesda games that are coming out in October. But I think that's the only thing about Xbox One X. I was like, damn, November is like, all right, well, it's not going to be on my mind for a little bit now that the E3 hype is over. I think the pricing $499. All right, pricing $499. All right, I am not disappointed or mad at the pricing. When they first revealed Project Scorpio last year, the first thing people were saying, oh, this is $600, $700, $500. And I think it wasn't until really like those speculations started to come out about like possibility of being like $400. And I think a lot of people and a lot of fanboys was infatuated with the idea that, wow, they can release a 4K box, sell it for $400 and beat the shit out of like Sony and PlayStation with it and whatnot. And I think a lot of people were like living in that reality versus living in reality. And I think that's why those who are disappointed in the $499 price tag, they're not disappointed because, oh my god, it's $500. They're disappointed because it was for a different reason why they wanted to be $400. So for what you're getting, Project Scorpio, I gotta stop calling it that. For what you're getting, Xbox One X is an appropriate price. It's still until somebody builds a real PC at $500 that's doing 4K and whatnot. Xbox One X is a no-brainer. For what you're getting, FreeSync 2, Dolby Atmos, 4K, Ultra HD, Blu-ray drive. You're getting you got access to Xbox games, Xbox 360 games, and of course Xbox One games. It's a beast of a console, and I won't say I'm not disappointed in a $500 price tag. But however, I got trapped up in the whole $400 possibility with all those damn speculations because I started adjusting my damn predictions. Had I kept my predictions on point, I would have been good to go on these predictions. But Xbox One S, I'm still day oneing it. It's still going to be on a pre-order list. I will still go get it launch day. I'm definitely getting the Xbox One X. There's nothing that's going to stop me from getting that, and nobody's going to talk me out of it, right? Let's get to the conference. Like, a lot of the things that were shown were games. They spent not that much time talking about Xbox One X. They got to the point, gave us the name, they showed us what it looks like, they showed us what it can do, right? They showed us a lot. They showed us a lot of games, 42 to be exact. 20, I think 22 of them being console exclusive or launching first on the Xbox console versus coming out outright as a multiplayer. Now I'm not going to go in any particular order. We see the game Anthem possibly best of show. Anthem is, I want to say, Xbox's token multiplayer game as far as third party goes. It's like Xbox's Destiny. I'm not going to say it's a Destiny killer, even though that's what word on road is, that Anthem will be a Destiny killer. I don't think it's going to kill Destiny or anything like that. It looks more promising than Destiny, and I feel like it has the potential to be on the same level as Destiny as far as getting that fan base and just getting people together. Game looks awesome, and I'm happy that we were able to see it on Xbox's stage and whatnot. The other games that were shown, we got to look at Forza Motorsport 7. That never fails. Obviously, it was running 4K, 60 frames per second. There was Assassin's Creed Origins taking place in Egypt. The game actually looks decent. I'm not a fan of Assassin's Creed games. I'm not a fan by any game, most games from Ubisoft, but I kind of got my eye on this one, and hopefully we can check that out later on this week. So and that I don't know if they put out a release date on this game. I thought it was coming early 2018, but it might be coming at the end of this year. I'm not too sure. Ashen was showed again. Tacoma's coming out August 2nd. Cuphead September 29th finally got a release date. Crackdown 3 is coming out day and date with Xbox One X. Is coming out November 7th. They didn't show much on it, and that was really disappointing. They didn't show much as I wanted on it. They showed like single player stuff. They didn't show any of multiplayer. They didn't show any of the destruction. They didn't show any of that, and that was, I feel like they didn't give Crackdown 3 the time it deserved. Like, you know how in 2014 Sunset Overdrive and Halo Master Chief Collection, they got their time. 2015 Halo 5, and Halo 5 got its time, and 2016 Gears of War 4 and Gears of War 4 and Forza Horizon 3 got their time. Like how Tomb Raider got its time. Crackdown was just shown, like it was almost shown almost on the same way like that Record show. It was like a trailer, showed some gameplay elements, but it didn't give you the story, and that's what kind of had me disappointed about the Crackdown 3 showing. Ori 2, I think it's called Ori, and like the it's a long name this time, but it's Ori 2. It looks good. Don't know when it's coming out. I still haven't finished the original Ori and the Blind Forest or the definitive edition, so I'm gonna play through that. But it does look good from what they showed. It looks like a promising title. It's a Xbox, IP that lived to see a sequel. Since a lot of people like to complain. The Darwin Project, I am super interested in. The Darwin Project, so it's like a multiplayer game that they have coming out. And Deep Rock Galactic, I believe, is a launch title for for Xbox One X. I think it's coming out this November. Dragon Ball Fighters, it's like a 2D Dragon Ball Z fighter, was shown on Xbox the Xbox stage, which I thought was surprising. I was very impressed by that. I'm not interested in Dragon Ball, but it's good. It was another example of the diversity they were showing on their stage. The Last Night game's beautiful. It's like pixelated. It's like a pixelated hybrid. It was like your main character's pixelated, but everything else in the game is like real, like a real world. You know what I mean? So that game looks pretty dope. They showed off a couple mechanics in there. It didn't like another one of those cheap indie games. It looked really good. The artwork in there was perfecto. It was pretty good. Life is Strange got its premiere on the Xbox stage. Episode 1 for the sequel is due. They're releasing it in August, which I believe you can pre-order now. You got Chloe. She's a little older. She's smoking now, and it's taking place, I think, in the same area where they were at before. So I'm pretty sure a lot of characters are going to return. Metro Exodus was another one, a promising. It was a surprise game. So it was looking good. I was impressed from what I seen. Wasn't a big fan of the Metro games in the past, but hopefully I can jump onto this one. I have the Metro games. I just haven't really played through them. But what they showed from Metro Exodus looks very promising. Middle Earth Shadow War, they spent some time on that game. Minecraft Now, Minecraft had two announcements. They had the super duper graphics package, and they had Minecraft looking like a legit game. It wasn't that regular Minecraft graphics. It has 4K textures and everything. And that update, I think, is due this fall along with the Xbox One X. But the big thing for Minecraft today, which was something I predicted, was cross-platform play across all platforms. You can now, in the summer, you will be able to play Minecraft. If you're on Xbox, you could play with Xbox players, PC players, mobile players, tablet players, and guess what? Nintendo Switch players. You can't play with PlayStation players. Sony's missing from the party. I don't know why Sony won't do it, but if you can play with Nintendo Switch players, there's no damn reason why you can't play with Xbox players. I mean, why you can't play with PlayStation players. So I don't know what Sony's dropping the ball on that one, but it was good to see that Microsoft was full ahead with that, and the fact that they showed the Nintendo Switch as compatibility to play with. I thought that was pretty awesome, pretty smart on their end. All right. Players Unknown Battlegrounds. That game's going to be big. That's going to be big. You know, a lot of the games that they were showing that look promising, they were like primarily multiplayer based games. But the thing about it, they did not forget about single player games. There are single player based games that they showed here, and I was talking about Super Lucky Tail, which is the platformer. Xbox needs platformers, and they showed Super Lucky Tails. Tacoma's coming out August 2nd. There was a single player game that they freaking premiered. Like, I can't think of the name. I have a list of all the games that were showed. Well, I can't. Maybe was it Code Vein? I think that's probably what it was. They got Code Vein. They got Black Desert, which is an MMO. That's on the PC. Is making its way to Xbox One. I think that's taking place this year, if I'm not mistaken. There was also State of Decay 2 that got delayed. That was disappointing. I was disappointed in the fact that State of Decay 2 was delayed. State of Decay 2 is delayed. Sea of Thieves, impressive gameplay demo that they showed, which kind of gives you more of an idea of what's going on with the game, also delayed. So that's two 2017 games that was supposed to release this year that's not coming this year. So Xbox 2017 lineup is kind of, no, it's weak. It's weak. They're going to have a lot of great third-party support, but their first-party offerings is completely weak in 2017. However, we can't confirm with all the games that they showed at this year's E3 that that drought that happened this year won't exist next year. But overall, they did have some great announcements, like original Xbox games being backwards compatible with the Xbox One X and with the Xbox One S, so you can play OG Xbox games, and that was a big deal. Now, hopefully, they add achievement support. They did confirm that they will run and look better on the Xbox One X, and I believe the Xbox One S, so they will get a performance boost. But I don't think they're going to like manually do this for performance boost. I think this is what the consoles are just going to allow it to do. I feel like if they can add achievement support, I'm completely sold. Overall, the show was great. When you take the show and you talk about, well, what did I come here to watch? What did I come here to see? And if you wanted to see games, that's exactly what they gave you. They didn't spend much time on Xbox One X. They spent a lot of time showing games, game after game after game, console exclusives, Windows, Play Anywhere, Xbox games. They show game after game, big, small, multiplayer, single player. They kept showing games after game, and that's why I was a little shocked at when people were like, "Oh, like that the show sucked and whatnot." And people, I don't think the show sucked. Me being my disappointment didn't really come from what they had to show. It was some of the announcements and confirmations of where I realized, holy crap, 2017 as a whole for Xbox exclusive wise isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. But overall, what we saw at E3, I thought it was masterful. It was extremely diverse. They had tons of games. They're still supporting backwards compatibility, and Xbox One X is going to be a beast console. And so on that, if I had to give Xbox a grade, I give them a B. Like I said, there was I feel like there were some things. I feel like some things that could have, been there. I was really hoping for a Fable reboot or a Fable 4. I was hoping for something like that. I feel like they were missing one. I feel like there was something missing. I feel like what was missing was a big Xbox game, whether it be a new IP or whether it be a Halo sequel or Gears of War sequel. I feel like that was missing something to help. Like, oh well, I can't wait to get an Xbox because of that. I feel like we didn't have that this year, but they did bring a lot of games, and I can't be mad at that because a lot of those games that they did show, I was very, very interested in, and I'm going to be playing some of them at the show floor. So you guys let me know what you think. And also, I think being at the show makes it even better because you kind of get like a feel and what's going on, the excitement. Like I said, there was no only thing I didn't care to see was Minecraft, but the announcement, the showing that you can play with Switch players, and of course those 4K textures, that needed to be done, and done at E3. But they didn't talk about VR. They didn't waste the whole show on Xbox One X. It was Xbox One X and games. So I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. I thought Microsoft did do a great job. I'm disappointed in 2017 as far as like what they got coming in 2017, but overall, and as far as with the next year and a half, I think we're in for some good stuff, and I'm looking forward to Xbox One X, and I'm looking forward to a lot of those games that they put on display. Can't wait to play a lot of those though. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We out of here. Peace. Weapon Wheel Podcast. Planet Xbox. Good night. Bitches. I'm so fucking tired, dog.